Welcome to Uncle Taylor's Unchained universe. Strap in for some content palooza.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Uncle Taylor's Unchained Universe. I'm your host, Uncle Taylor. It's great to be here this evening, Sunday, the 5th of June. There's a bit of a gap in between recording dates. I appreciate everyone that's reached out. These boys know what's going on. I gave myself a concussion last week and slipped down my driveway and smacked my head twice into the concrete. And I've been off work since, haven't been back, haven't done anything, haven't streamed, haven't played games, which is very hard for me to do, but we're here and we're ready to rock and roll. So again, thank you for all your patience in getting back up to full speed. And also to the boys, thank you for all your love and support. There's a lot more out there in our group, but to Uncle Jesse and Uncle Jacko boys, firstly, good evening to you.
Mate.
What's going on? But yeah, I just want to thank you for your support and being patient with me getting back up to full speed. Definitely do appreciate it, of course.
Anytime, mate, anytime. Just want you to be nice and healthy. Don't want you to have any fucking injuries and,
Mate, I swear to God, all I needed was you two boys there and we could have played Meatloaf's 2 out of 3 in bad because I've had concussion with Jesse once when we played rugby league. We've had two. And I had the second concussion being a fuck knuckle at 19, playing on the swings at 11 o'clock at night. And that was with Jacko as well. Memories.
Yeah, I remember that.
I forgot all about that one.
I'll never forget it. As soon as you brought up this fucking recent one, I thought instantly back to the swing, and I'm like, fuck. I'm like, bro, cunt's always fucking hitting him.
Cunt's clumsy. Something's clumsy.
Something's
mate, I'm fucking useless.
Honestly, if you don't get injured every fucking 3 months, I get worried about you.
Mate, me too. Even the doctors are cold call me and say, "Hey, Mr. Antoine, have you had any injuries lately?" You go, "Yeah, mate."
Yeah, fucking hospital calls you up and they're like, "Look, mate, you haven't been admitted in 3 months. We're a bit worried about you there, buddy."
Yeah, well, like
just checking up to see why the fuck you haven't been here.
Hospital's going to shut down. Hospital's going to shut down, especially under a Labor government. Which leads me straight into, I'm going to get straight into this because my concussion cannot handle it. So, Jacko, and for full disclosure, I texted the boys and said, I need all your support for this episode because I'm struggling to remember things and like things that's happened during the week. So I'm going to depend on these boys a little bit more than I used to. I know some things I want to talk about, but the full Monty bit fucking cooked. But I know Uncle Jacko here was just absolutely, he was tribbing himself to the fact of Labor winning. So we're going to let Jacko finish up with his election day 5-minute or less recap. And I'm actually going to have a proper timer because Jacko said 5 minutes last time and it felt like 45 minutes, but I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes, Jacko. And when this all ends, it's going to be, oh, hang on. It's going to be this. And that's how we're going to know it's ended, okay?
Too easy.
5 minutes turning down, Pingu. Go.
Lovely. So back to our former
you're
podcast,
muted. You're muted. Jacko's recording this and he's fucking muted himself.
No, I haven't.
Hang on, am I muted?
I think you might be.
Yeah, my headphones are fucked, okay.
Do I get a restart of my timer now for this?
Fuck.
Yeah, you do. I'll give you an extra 20 seconds because that's how long it's passed. Go.
Lovely. All right. So back to our former episode. I was talking, we had 1 week to go before the election. Of course, the election's come and gone and Labor won, which made me very happy. So I'll go into just a few stats about it. So for starters, the National Party actually managed to maintain all of their seats. They didn't lose a single one, which is interesting. Labor lost 1 seat, which was the seat of Griffith, which was formerly Kevin Rudd's seat. That was given to the Greens because the Greens absolutely, the Greens and the Independents collectively absolutely wiped the floor with the Parliament. So beforehand, I believe we had 5 or 6 independent seats in the House, if you include Adam Bant being from the Greens, and then we had 5 other independents. And now we've got 15. We're walking in with 15. which is huge. But yet still, Labor managed to maintain a majority. We've got a total of 77 seats, which is great. So it's almost like the coalition and the Labor sort of did a flip when it came to how many seats they had. Because the Scott Morrison's government had 76 seats leading into the election, and we've now got 77. So the Libs basically lost most of their seats. They did an appalling job at maintaining their seats. So the independents took all from the every new independent seat was a Liberal Party seat, which is interesting. We managed to secure both here on the Central Coast. We retained Dobell and won Robertson, which was great. So it's the first time since I can't remember when both Dobell and Robertson were both given to Labor. So the whole Central Coast is now red, with the exclusion of in the state parliament with Terrigal is still blue. But yeah, it was just really interesting to see. It's the first time since, because I know last time we were in government, we had Robertson but lost Dobell.
You failed.
So Karen McNamara retained Dobell for the Libs last time we were in power. So yeah, it's great to see both on our side for a change. So it'll be a very interesting parliament. We're expecting to get that back, I believe, either late July or early August. They're meant to be back. So it'll be really interesting to see. And I'll take however long I've got left just to quickly mention since first coming into government, we went to the Quad meeting, which was successful. And we've managed to maintain 2 of our promises, which we led to the election. We've already started advertising for positions for ICAC, and we've also taken steps to increase minimum wage by the Prime Minister signing off on that a couple of days ago. And also we've signed off to ban the Inju card, which was the cashless card for people with on pensions or on disability or any kind of government payment. They were meant to be sweeping that out throughout the entire country, which would give, I believe it was like $300 out of, say, an $800 payment, you get $200 cash, and the rest would go onto this Inju card. So you couldn't use that on gambling or alcohol or anything, but it also meant not just all bad things. You couldn't use it at clubs or RSL clubs or anything like that. So if you wanted to go out for a meal with your family, you wouldn't have been able to do that. But the last thing I'll say is Labor has pledged that they'll be that'll be one of the first things they do is get rid of it. And that's my roundup for now.
That's it. Thank fuck it was under 5 minutes. I'm happy with that. That's a win. Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. Jacko said he's going to start watching more rugby league and he's going to come prepared like that.
Never said that.
Which is, yes, he did. He said it to me with his eyes. No, that's good. That's good. So
I decided to keep it under 5 minutes just to protect your head a bit there.
Oh, mate, it's Canaan. So that's wonderful. So thank you. You're so considerate, sir. I'm gonna let the timer play out. We've got 5 seconds to go. I really want to hear this because, you know, I feel like I'm 5 years old.
Oh, I'll keep going then. No.
You will not be going further than that. Newt, fucking Newt. Okay. I'm going to get neutered. Oh, shit. So, thank you for that, Jacko.
No worries.
I'm so glad I don't have to hear that until 2026. Hopefully.
Well, next year we've got the election. Next year we've got the state election.
State. He gives a fuck about this.
So get me a fucking Panadol. My head hurts.
Thank God.
I think I got a fucking concussion.
Oh dear.
Jack fucking whacked me a good one with that fucking politics stuff. No, it was all good, mate. It was actually one of your better ones, I reckon. Actually,
shorter.
It was just briefer. It was easier to follow, I think.
Yeah.
So it was good.
Yeah.
I didn't want to sort of bog everyone down with the stats and things like that. So I thought, well, I'll stick that to as much of a minimum as I can.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah. Now, for the viewers of the podcast who've just come back after a 5-minute piss break, Jackson just wrapped up. No, for those who've just come back, for those who've just joined in halfway through, Jacko just wrapped up his Politics podcast recap of the 2022 election. Here's a fun fact, Jacko. Or hang on, not a fun fact. It's a question to you, Mr. Labor supporter, lover, Mr. fucking. Who does Anthony Albo support in rugby league?
Oh,
come on, big boy.
Come on, mate.
Rainbows, isn't it?
Yes.
Hey!
Yes.
Yeah. I remember him wearing a scarf.
It's a gold star for you, Jackson.
I remember him wearing a scarf into Parliament, and I was trying to remember what colour it was, because then I'd know what team it was. So there we go.
There you go.
Good man.
Good shit. So we're gonna bring back a bit of an older segment here. I want to hear what you guys been going for the week. What's been going on? Because I can't retain shit. So I can't even tell you what I've done really this past week. It's been a lot of sitting down, masturbation. Sorry, hang on. I'm getting stuck in an internal clock here. It's been a lot of sitting down, watching TV, and I've got
wrist rotation.
Wrist rotation. I've got carpal tunnel on my right wrist.
Extension.
I've got carpal tunnel on my right hand. It's dreadful. So
your PT advised to do?
What was that? Sorry?
Is that what your PT advised you do?
Yeah, when I seen her on Friday, she goes, geez, you've gotten remarkably stronger in your hand. I said, yeah, I know, right?
Only the one.
Just when you saw your barber was like, oh, fuck, your beard's all silky smooth. What have you been putting in? You're like, mate, just the usual.
It's like, yeah, mate, just putting in my best.
Just the
like that Family Guy episode where Quagmire figures out internet porn, and you just watch out one arm's just ripped against the other.
That. Hang on, Jesse, help me out here with a ripped right arm, if that's okay. Help me out here.
Mate, my left arm. That's my it's my dominant arm. So
it's your dominant arm.
It's my dominant waking arm. No.
Exactly. It's like someone else is doing it.
Feels like it's like fucking what is it? I think it was that Simpsons episode. Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all.
I was just gonna say that.
Nothing at all. Okay, now I'm getting distracted. That. So, yes. Talk to me about your week, boys. What has been going on?
Yeah, so mate, much of the same of what you're doing, to be honest. I'm out of a job at the moment because my contract ended with my last job, so I'm basically just sitting on my ass doing sweet fuck all. I don't know what to do with my days, so my part of this segment's going to be very fucking short. Sweet fuck all, mate. Sitting on my ass, probably playing Xbox most of the day, to be honest, trying to figure out what the fuck I'm going to do next.
Yeah.
About it, mate.
That's not fucking easy, mate. But hey, you got your little one there. So, I'm sure Candace's been giving you a lot of love and attention.
Yeah, mate. She loves turning the Xbox off when I'm fucking mid-game. It's fantastic. Thanks, mate. Mate, the amount of times that happens, fucking, I'm like, don't get mad. She's only two. You can't get mad. But I'm like, fuck. Mid-game, got a good KD going, and she's like, I'm gonna fucking end this whole man's career. So
that's it. I'm gonna end this man. He's gone. Daddy doo-doo. I want to watch Coco Melon.
Daddy doo-doo, fuck you. Prick.
Give me Coco Melon, Papa. Oh shit. Well, that's okay. At least you're at home, mate, staying warm. That's the main thing. Yeah. That's how I'd look at it. So that's a good thing. Yeah. Yourself, Uncle Jacko, talk to us, mate.
Yeah, so I actually have been, besides work and the standard answers I give. We had my grandmother's birthday yesterday. We went out for for dinner rather.
Nice.
Back down in Edelong, so it's her 78th, which was nice. Then I also had a dinner the weekend before as well, which I remember, which I told you about, of course, which was with Chris' family and everyone for his 1 year. It was a year since he passed on, so we had that. But yeah, today literally I've been basically because for some reason his dad wasn't actually attached to his Facebook page, so I've been he's been asking me to sort of share his his posts onto his page for him because for some reason he wasn't listed as a friend or something beforehand, so which I've done. So I just sort of copy and paste it onto the pages for him. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Besides working on my course and stuff like that and work. that's pretty much it.
Beautiful. I think, did you go out during the week for dinner as well with your parents, with your mum?
I did, yes.
That was on Wednesday, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Dan said, "Look, sounds like you had a good week, Jacko. You know, I mean, not a good week. I mean, but a week that was eventful. Especially and that's what we had to acknowledge too. Like, because we didn't do a podcast last week. Chris's 1 year, and that was really tough for me. I know, and probably for yourself as well, and everyone that was connected to Chris. Definitely a real tough scenario there, mate, and a real hard one. So, all the respect and love to you for what you've done last year as well with that.
Yeah,
definitely don't envy you whatsoever, mate, in your situation. So, good on you, really good on you for what you've done, mate.
Thanks, mate.
But getting back onto funnier brass tacks, well, I can't actually remember what actually happened for my last weekend event. I mean, that's what the concussion does to you, I guess. But so I went, so like my week, I remember hitting my head, of course, going to work on Thursday, and my boss looked at me and said, "Are you all right?" And I said, I don't remember much of what happened throughout the day, but I said to her, "Yeah, I'm not good. I smashed my head on the concrete last night." And she gives me this filthy look as if to say, "Why did you fucking come to work?" And she says, "Why did you come today?" And I said, "Well, I have a job to do." She goes, "No, you don't." She goes, "Give me 1 second. I'm going to go talk to a manager, like a higher upper, and get you going." Yeah. She did that. I said, "Look, I don't want to go. I want to stay here and work." And I'm glad I did go, because like, it was like when the first concussion, I was very arrogant about going to the hospital. I didn't want to go to the doctor because I sat down. I'm like, "Oh, I'm all right." And my head's just spitted. I couldn't see real fucking straight. I threw up the night before, and I'm like, okay, I'm just dead to the earth, lethargic. Like, hey, bruv, you could punch me in the face right now, and I'll just be like, yeah, bruv, thank you, cheers, kia kaha to all my New Zealander friends. But I went straight to the doctor with someone from work. They walked me there because I couldn't, like, I was walking, but I was like just scatterbrained, and he's like, "Oh, hey, you do you smoke or anything like that?" And I went, no, I haven't had any alcohol either. I haven't had a drink in a while. And he goes, "Well, do your test." And it's kind of felt like a field sobriety test, like walk a straight line. And I couldn't walk a straight line. I couldn't stand up straight. I was swaying.
So basically what you're saying is you got put through a HIA.
Pretty much got put through a HIA, head injury assessment. Yeah. And I failed that. And they sent me straight for an emergency CT scan on the brain, which came back fine. I knew it was going to be fine, but they didn't know at the time. I went home, and I've been at home ever since. I've only been out 5 times in the last 8 or 9 days. Friday, I went to see my parents, as in just Friday, just gone by, seeing my parents, physiotherapy, and then that's for my shoulder issue. And I said to her, she goes, "How you going, Taylor?" I went, "Yeah, it's not too well, actually, Kel. I've got a concussion." And the entire appointment changed. It was hilarious. So did all that. Played The Last of Us on the PlayStation. I've had it for a while. Never played it. Holy fuck, what a game. I'm just about to finish it up. Apart from that, I did nothing.
I haven't played it either, to be honest, but I've heard fucking so many good things. People rave about it, and I've always wanted to play it, but
it's unreal. Like, fucking, it's so good. It's so cooked. The whole thing itself.
So there's a part 2 as well, isn't there? There's another part.
There is a part 2. Yeah. So that's the next thing we'll do.
Yeah, get onto that. Yeah, I might fucking
get onto
that.
I might have a look. Have a look, man. It's good. Watch it on YouTube. It's a PlayStation game. That's anything that sucks about it.
Oh, fuck.
So it's PS only, PS4.
Oh, I'll just go fuck myself then.
So you got that. I went out to the servo to get bread and shit, and then went, hang on, I can't drive this car. Oh, everything's fucked. Yeah. And for context, the servo is 2 minutes from where I live. It's a 2-minute drive, and I couldn't do that. So I'm glad I had the week off. I go back to work tomorrow, and I'm very nervous about it because I don't know what to expect with my head.
How's your memory like day to day? Do you remember? Do you forget a lot of things? Like, If like each day, or are you starting to remember things better now?
Starting to like it's taken this long to get to that point.
Yeah. Well, they're fucked, man. If you fucking hit your head hard enough, bro, it's like if you think about like footy players or athletes, bro, they get a bad concussion, they can be out for fucking ages, bro, because it's serious shit. And the vomiting afterwards, man, that's a fucking big sign that that's concussion. Big sign.
Yeah. And mate, I've had queasiness in the stomach up until yesterday. Today was the first day since I hit my head that I've been able to actually eat and not feel like I'm going to chunder. I don't know what's going on, but I know that's obviously a big symptom of it.
Yeah.
And the other thing too, I'm yawning like no tomorrow. Like I haven't stopped yawning, and I said that to the doctor, and when I went to hospital and all that, it's just been fucked. Yeah, so I definitely, Uncle Taylor says, kids, don't smack your head on concrete. The people in Jackass are definitely correct. Don't try it at home.
Can you just can you just walk me through like what the fuck happened? Because I don't think I got a clear picture of it.
So I bought these headphones that are sitting right here in my hand.
My fucking headphones just fucked up. Sorry, bro.
You're right.
All right, sorry, go.
So I bought these headphones for my streaming and that. Oh, fucking hell.
Everyone who's listening will now start yawning.
But yeah, sorry about the yawns, kids. Bought headphones for streaming. I'm walking down. I just got out of the car, just ordered dinner, just bowled with Dave. And Holly pulled up, and I'm trying to hide that I've bought it. And hello, how are you?
I fucking knew something like this was going to be your downfall, cunt. I fucking knew it.
And and she goes, what's in the bag? Oh, nothing. And I'm just starting to walk down the very top of the driveway, and there's a mossy side to the right near the little letterbox. I know it's there. Yeah. I didn't think of it at the time, and I'm just talking, chatter. Had my phone in my left hand, had the thing in my right hand, and I'm wearing my basketball shoes, and I've just slipped. My feet went up underneath me. Crack. 2 hits on my head.
Because it's fucking so steep, so you would have been like a double. Yeah, fuck.
It was a double hit, exactly.
I'm just imagining it in my head. Fuck.
Oh, fuck, mate. And I'm lying there. The first thing I did was, I've just landed on my laptop. So I quickly maneuvered myself to make sure I didn't break the laptop I just bought. It was fine. But I'm lying there, and I started to feel this radiating pain shoot down my chest. And I went, oh, fuck, I'm in trouble. I know I'm in trouble here. I can feel everything. Didn't get a shocker, didn't get a stinger, sorry. I was fine with that. But I'm just lying there, I'm going, I'm in trouble. I know I'm in trouble. And then Holly goes, come on, gotta get inside to check your head. And I said, okay, so we'll keep this in. This is take 3,000. The internet glitched out, so we had to start the story again. So obviously post-hit, I slipped on the driveway. We established our part. It's what happened afterwards. Is that where we up to?
Yeah, so I think it stopped as soon as you said, Holly said, let's check on your head or something.
Oh, shit, it was that long. Okay, fuck. So I'm lying there. Holly said, let's get up, and I said, it's probably not a good idea, that I get up. I've just hit my head. She goes, no, we need to check, see if you've cut your head. And I did, which was good. And, there I am. I'm here at home. I don't remember much of that night thinking about it. I don't remember much what happened. I know we had takeaway. I remember chundering up. It was rough. It was very, very rough. And I haven't left the house since. Only for us, again, as I said earlier, spontaneous, like a couple small things here, like go to the servo. Parents need to see me. All right, I'll go see them. And that's it. So it was rough, dude. It's been a rough 10, 11 days now. But they reckon post-concussion syndrome can last up to a month. So I'm hoping it doesn't. But I feel like I'm starting to turn a corner. I haven't had as bad headaches today. I've got a pounding headache right now for the last hour or so. And I've had all the medicine I can have until 10 o'clock, 10:30. So I'm shit out of luck for that. But it's been very, very rough. I'm definitely not going to hide it. But the main thing is I'm sweet. Nothing, worse happened to me than that. I had 2 CT scans in total because when I went to the hospital on Sunday last week, that was clear, but it was just rough, man. Just very, very rough. Very, very rough.
That driveway of yours, man, it's fucked. It's fucked.
It's bad. It's bad.
I fucking hate going up it myself, to be honest. But fuck, I can imagine in the wet. I remember I was walking up your driveway. I think it was after bowling one night, and it wasn't raining beforehand, but I had thongs on, and then came out and it was pissing down rain. I remember how much of a fucking struggle that was. So. Fuck, bro. You fucking going down it, hitting your head. Fuck, bro. You need one of those. Fuck, if you could hook up one of the, like a railing system there.
Yeah, like what the elderly use to get up and down stairs and shit.
Bro. 100%.
Dude, going up and down your driveway is I just grab onto the fence and sort of like hold onto that on my way up.
Yeah, mate. Honestly, like fucking like a Mission Impossible kind of thing.
Yeah,
it's dreadful. It's dreadful. But like, I got asked a really good question by the doctor today because I had to go get the certificate again to say I'm not working today. But they asked me, he goes, "How's your emotions?" And I went, "Well, they're really not there." Like,
emotions.
Yeah, it's like I'm just like blank. I mean, I laugh at small things, but I'm very unemotional. Yeah. Like it took until last night for me to start laughing a little bit here and there, but the rest of it's just been very monkey see, monkey do, like, hi, how are you?
Just numb, basically. Like
just numb. Numb. That's probably the best analogy. Numb.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's been dreadful.
Something like that would actually make sense. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So definitely a rough one, man. Let me tell you, it's fucked. But, oh, well, what do you do? What do you fucking do? I'm here now.
On the mend, on the recovery. Going to get better.
On the recovery. I've limited all my time of doing shit like this.
Screen time and shit.
Screen time and that.
Yeah.
During the day, it's been easier to do it than during the night. That's an absolute certainty.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolute fucking certainty. During the night, my eyes are hurting and straining. I feel like in my head, like right now, looking into this webcam and looking at the screen here, it's been a challenge and a half. I'm not going to hide that whatsoever. So, I'm doing the right things. I did everything during the day at home when I was watching TV and that, and I got through that. But, now it's just on to the next steps, if that makes sense.
For sure.
So, yeah, fun times, boys. Fun times. I do have to be honest though. I have I did put on I want to steal a segment here from our good friend Nick Dukwa from Movie Nerds. The fucking man. He's a man, that guy. We love him. And I remember the last time he was on, he was talking about some movies with Nick Cage, which turned out to be a bit of a funny meme throughout my friends on Facebook and that once they seen it and you boys and that. But this week,
the movie has Nick Cage in it, apparently.
Every single one of them does.
Yeah, bro.
Every single one of them. But I want to review something. I'm certain everyone else has already got their 2 cents on it. I can guarantee Jackson has not seen it. You might have, Jesse. I'm not sure.
If it's Top Gun, I'm seeing it. Oh, I was about to say, if it's Top Gun, I'm seeing it tomorrow.
Couldn't give a shit about it. Couldn't give a shit about Top Gun.
Bro, what's fucking funny about Top Gun before you start your segment is I'm only going because Zoe wants to go. And I haven't fucking seen it. I only saw Top Gun for the first time today because I'm going to see it tomorrow.
Oh, shit.
So I'm like, whatever. But I didn't give a fuck about it either. I was like, whatever. I'll go see it because we've got our Discovery vouchers. She wants to go fucking, use it on that. So I'm like, fine, whatever. I'll fucking watch it. I'll go. But yeah, anyway, Stranger Things, yeah.
Stranger Things. Have you seen the new season?
Bro, I've not seen the show. And that I'm very ashamed. But I've been fucking meaning to watch it, to be honest. But fuck, because Zoe likes to pick these shows for us to watch, right? And so
what have you been watching then? Fuck me. What have you been watching?
Coco Melon.
No, that would be my daughter, actually. Yeah, Coco Melon. Yeah, no. So Zoe has got me watching a show called The Originals right now, and it's
The Originals.
I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that.
I've heard of it. I can't remember though what it's like.
So it's a show, like one of those fucking shows. It's about like vampires, werewolves, all that sort of shit.
Oh,
We're watching it because the last show she picked was Vampire Diaries, and this is basically a spin-off of that show involving other characters that were in that show. So I'm watching that shit right now. And I actually do not mind this one. The original is actually pretty good. But Stranger Things, I was saying to Zoe the other day, I'm like, fuck, everyone's talking about this fucking show. And every time a new season comes out, that's all I fucking hear. And I'm like, I need to get my grubby paws on this fucking show and watch it. Like, fuck.
You gotta, bro. It's cooked. I watched the season. It's only 7 episodes this season. It's a lot less.
But they're longer though. That's what I've heard. They're fucking very long episodes.
Fucking movie length. Yeah, they're that long, bro. It's unreal. It's a good season. It's a really good season. I feel like it's going to be a good part 2 that comes out in July. But oh, mate, unreal, absolutely unreal. So can't complain too much on that. Let me tell you.
Yeah, that'll definitely be my next show for sure. Definitely.
I think, yeah, definitely. Just tell Zoe. Too bad.
Yeah.
Put the young one to bed.
And we have a fucking weird system, right? Because we usually pick 2 shows that we'll watch it simultaneously at the same time. So one will be kind of like our serious kind of, sit down, watch, like take time out and fucking watch show. So that'll be like a serious show. So that's the originals. And then we'll have like a fucking other show that we'll watch whenever we just want something on, or we're eating or fucking whatever, and we just want something to watch. And that'll be like a sitcom. So we've got Brooklyn Nine-Nine as the less serious show that we're watching at the moment. I've already seen it all, but she hasn't seen it yet. And
damn, Zoe, what are you doing?
I know, she fucking loves it too. And the originals. So that's like the system that we have. It's fucking weird. We're weird cunts. Fucking leave us alone.
Hey, bro, like it's definitely a lot more normal than what I do. I mean, we're watching Peaky Blinders right now because I've never seen it. I've never seen it. Holly raved on about it. The wife raved on about it, and I never watched it. And then we're sitting at home, and she goes, "So let's watch it." I said, "I'm not fucking watching no fucking thing from fucking 1918." I said, "What? There's no fucking new shows you want to watch?" I mean, fuck me, like I'm fucking sick of it. But now I live and breathe Thomas Shelby. Honestly,
yeah, bro. I've heard so many good things. I watched one episode of it ages ago, and I was gonna keep watching it, but I don't know why I didn't. But definitely, I've heard good things about that one as well, and I've been meaning to fucking watch it. But yeah, that's exactly how I was when she suggested, let's watch the fucking originals, because she's like, it's the extra part of fucking Vampire Diaries. It's a spin-off of that. And I'm like,
shit.
Yeah, like I'd rather fucking do anything else. But started watching it, and I'm like, oh fuck, it's actually got kind of like all my favorite characters from the last show. So I'm like, yeah, I'll fuck with it. I'll fuck with it for a bit.
Vampire Diaries?
Vampire Diaries. And you know what? You know what? That show's not bad either. That show's not bad either. But yeah.
Fucking Vampire Diaries.
Bro, have you seen it?
I have not, because I think you were watching it around the same time I was watching True Blood, and I went, yeah, True. What the fuck was that? Anyway, True Blood. I went, True Blood. That fucking sucks. That show's shit. And then I went, hang on. Alexander Skarsgård's penis. I went, yeah. I didn't get a chance to see it.
Oh fuck!
A man can dream.
What about you, Jackson? Do you watch any shows?
Yeah, Jacko. You look like you're just sitting on your phone there, boy.
No. Well, I mean, none of those films or TV shows rather I've watched. But recently,
2 seconds. Keep talking. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Well, for the last few weeks, I've been introducing my flatmate Jacob to Wentworth, because he hasn't seen that yet. And so just before we started recording the podcast, we watched the last episode of season 1, which of course I've seen. I've watched all the way through. I haven't watched the last season though, which was released this year. I haven't seen that part yet, but I've done 1 through 8, and I know season 9's the last season of it all.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What's that one about? Is that like
So Wentworth? It's a bit like Orange Is the New Black, but it's Australian, basically.
Okay,
So,
yeah. So that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, it's based off 1980s Prisoner, which was a show on Channel 10, filmed in Nunawading Studios in Victoria. Basically, it follows a women's prison, basically, and just like day to day. So you see things like riots and all those sorts of things, and attacks and things like that. It's a really good show, and they've taken a lot of the comedy from the 1980s film and they've made it current in Wentworth. And so there's so many episodes where you're just like wetting yourself laughing.
Yeah.
And then there are also some softer episodes where, you finish the episode and you're bawling your eyes out, basically, And so it's a mixture of emotions, that one, but it's a brilliant show.
Yeah.
Like, in comparison, they had 692 episodes all going for 1 hour back in 1980 of Prisoner, and they've done 10 episodes a season for 9 seasons. So they've done it all in 90.
So it's right. So it's sort of like Game of Thrones, where it's like 10 episodes per season, but the episodes like hour-long episodes, are they?
Hour long, yeah.
So it's like sort of that Game of Thrones sort of structure. I actually prefer that, because I feel like a lot of shows will do like 45-minute episodes, but then they'll have like 24 episodes per season, and I feel like at that point it just gets a bit much, because like the show I'm watching right now has that sort of I guess format of doing it, and it's like you get past the 12th episode and you're like, fuck, I'm only halfway through the season and there's like eight more of these fucking seasons, like, and it just gets tedious. Even though the show's good, it's like, fuck, it's like a chore at that point. But
exactly,
the 10 episodes, it's nice and easy, and you're able to fit in a lot within like an hour episode as well. So
that's it. Exactly.
Yeah, so that works well.
Yeah, because I mean, for the first season, they had one episode dedicated to each character, which sort of would show, I think the first 6 or 7 episodes were like each person's story. So it would show a bit of current day now, but it would basically show flashbacks into. So for the first episode, it was the main character, B. Smith, and showed how she ended up inside. And then the second episode was the next character and showed how they ended up inside, and things like that. With a bit of in between, like for example, in the first episode there's a riot and they kill off a main character. I'm not going to say which main character in case people haven't seen it, but it was known quite controversially for being the show that killed off a main character in the first episode. But it's won awards. It's a brilliant show, so I'd highly recommend that. But it's a long one, but it's a really enjoyable one.
Yeah. How many seasons did you say there were again?
9. So 9 with 10 in each.
All right. So just one extra than Game of Thrones. Yeah, that's doable. I mean, I think I made Zoe watch Game of Thrones recently, and we polished that off in like a month, and that's 8 seasons and 10, and then we polished that off really quick. So I can probably give that a shot.
Yeah, for sure. It's a brilliant show. So if you enjoyed Orange Is the New Black and you enjoy sort of prison film, TV shows or films, then you'd love this.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Aussie. That's it. There's a lot of Aussie comedy in there as well.
Yeah, I can appreciate that.
There is not a single joke, I think, that is in that I would ever be able to tell in the podcast. There's no way.
Aussie humor goes down well with us, obviously. But yeah, it's just trying to fit it in, because you try to fucking you try to fit in all these different shows, and you think, I want to watch that show, and then you got another show you want to watch, and I want to watch that show, and it's like, fuck, which one?
Yeah,
but yeah,
that's it.
Well, it definitely sounds.
That's the shows we've been watching.
Yeah, I was gonna say, sounds like you've really enjoyed the shit that you guys have been bringing. I mean, I just had to quickly bounce there because I've got a thing coming up in 5 minutes I've got to try and get onto, but I just had to quickly just reset this thing up here, which is the first time doing it. But anyway, so what was you're talking about Wentworth, Jesse was talking about the originals. Hang on, what the fuck's happened here? You boys there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can still hear you.
Wentworth originals, fucking Stranger Things. I want to see the Bob's Burgers movie.
There's a fucking movie?
There's a movie.
Right.
Also
It's
heard
like
there's another
87%.
South Park one that was announced recently. I'm pretty sure
Yes.
it's out. Was it was something to do with streaming.
Oh, the streaming war.
So
The
there's new
streaming,
South Park
yeah.
coming out, is there? Still?
It's already out, yeah.
Yes, sir. It's already out.
I saw something. I don't know if this is recent, but I saw one with Cartman has massive tits. I don't know if that's got to do with the new episode or not.
Fuck, I hope so. I hope it does.
He's got massive fucking tits in it. Like it's a fucking photo of Cartman with huge fucking tits. Like what the fuck is this? But I was like, I need to fucking see this. But yeah, I haven't got Paramount Plus. I did have it, but fuck. I need to get it.
I'll give you the login, bro.
Oh, please do. Oh, please.
Yeah, I pay for it. I'll just give you my login. It's easy.
Oh. Yeah, but
that is
fuck.
easy for me, dude. No problems.
Well, while you're sorting that out, anyway, I'll quickly go into a quick segue, which was I should have probably mentioned when we were talking about what we did over the last week, but I'll throw it in there anyway.
Lovely, thank you. Backtracking here.
Yeah, slightly, but yeah, not this weekend, but last weekend was my final Red Shield appeal. So I've been doing the Red Shield appeal for 15 years now, and this was my 15th and final. And it was a good weekend. So on the Saturday, I wasn't there at all. I was invited out by my boss to go on his brand new boat, so which I said yes, absolutely. And we had a great day out on the water. But yeah, on Sunday, I went around to all the roadside places and, we had Star 104.5 there at Coolywong at one of our roadsides, at Waterside. And then from there we were in the office and did a whole bunch of just admin work, and I was, taking care of everything that needed to be done there for the rest of the day. But it was a good day. Basically, the result at the end of Sunday was that we'd raised just under $20,000 on the peninsula for the Red Shield. It was $19,500, I think it was.
Good on you, mate. That's very good.
Yeah,
that's good. Very well done.
For sure.
15 years, mate, eh? That's a long time since high school.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, I was 10 when I started. 11 when I started.
Yeah, shit.
So you're cold into it. Because they come to the school and go, would you want to help your community? Yes, please, I do. And then you fucking get into it. And then Jackass is like, gosh, I'll stay in it. And then that's good. Yeah. Like I'm very glad, mate.
You know what's funny? As we were talking about fucking movies, it just came to my fucking mind. Last night, right? I was watching if you guys have seen Paranormal Activity, surely.
Sure. We watched it together.
Yeah, that's right. So Zoe hadn't seen any of them. Well, the first one. Oh. So I was like, all right.
What rock does Zoe live under? Yeah, just curiosity.
Mate, I honestly, I ask her this all the time, and I don't want to know the answer. But yeah, so I was like, I'm going to stitch her up a little bit. So I went into it, and I'm like, okay, so this movie is basically a documentary of this couple, right? And this is all real footage, right? This is all real footage, and they're basically just documenting, certain things that are going on in their house, these weird occurrences, right? And it's the most documented film. That's why it's so popular, because it's the most documented thing in regards to like a paranormal sort of, happening or something like that. And she's like, oh, okay, I'll watch that, because true stories actually scare the shit out of her. So I put it on, and as it's going on, she's like, what the fuck's going on? What the fuck is this? What the fuck? And then the end comes on, and where the fucking guy looks into the camera, when the chick looks in the camera, and she's like, what the fuck? And then all the lights are off. She's like, oh, sitting there fucking changed. Like, what the fuck was that? Like, I'm fucking shitting myself. And she's like, I need a drink. Come with me to the fucking fridge. And I'm like, bro, it wasn't real. I'm like, it's okay. It wasn't real. And she's like, oh, you fucking cunt. And she's like, put something on. And then she's like, put something on to fucking cheer me up. And I'm like, it's funny that you say that, because I have just the movie, because it was on fucking, it was on Stan, and I saw a movie that I thought, oh, this will do the trick. And it was Team America. She hasn't seen that either.
Yeah.
So I instantly go to the sex scene. That's the first thing I show her. I'm like, oh, do you want to see something fucking cool? And she's like, she's giving me this look like, I don't know why I'm with you. We should break up now. I'm basically
just say, what's different?
Yeah, it's my
I'm a
life.
cunt. I'm sorry. I'm a cunt.
my
Go
life.
on.
Yeah, no.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I was just like, fuck. I fucking stitched her up big time last night. But yeah, but I was like, fuck. I'll put Team America on. That'll fucking cheer her up.
That's awesome, bro. That's fucking funny as. Good shit. Well, boys, I'll leave it with you two to farewell the show. I want to take a step back seat for this one, so I want you guys to do a fond farewell for us. One thing I do need to mention before we go is a couple of weeks ago I fucked up and I forgot to let you blokes know. We have an email address now, and I decided to make a free email address. Jacko's going to be very upset at me because he's been asking for months. And I turned around and made one. uncletaylorswildride at outlook.com.au. Come check if you have any business inquiries. Come find me. I will take your monies. But
I'll take your dollars.
I will take outlook.com.au or .com?
.com.au.
Oh, wow. I've never heard of outlook.com.au. I've always heard of outlook.com.
That makes two of us. But
yeah,
.com.au.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
wow.
Fucking funny shit. So people have to know we're from America, Australia.
That is so staying in.
Concussion. It's okay. It's okay.
Concussion. Got my excuse. So, boys, farewell the show for us. To all my friends, and one last thing, thank you so much for all the love and support with the healing process and that. Check us out on YouTube. There's some new videos coming up soon as well. But nonetheless, take care, guys. Thank you. I'll let you guys end the show.
All right. Well, I just want to thank all the viewers for watching as always. I want to thank Uncle Taylor. Obviously, he's had a bit of a rough week, and we just want to say that we appreciate him and we hope that he has a speedy recovery. Thank you, Jackson, as well. And thank you to me.
Thank you,
yeah, so thanks, guys, for listening, and hopefully you tune in next time. Jackson, where can they find you?
So you can find me on APH Question Time, which will start giving out videos in whenever Parliament resumes, which will either be late July or early August.
No, you've already done some videos now, Jacko. Don't lie to us.
Well, there was a couple of new ones, which I think was the first Treasurer press conference and the first Prime Minister press conference. But yeah, that's all until Parliament resumes.
Beautiful.
Awesome. Yeah. And obviously you can find us, Uncle Taylor's Wild Ride, on Facebook and on YouTube. So thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Thanks, boys.
See you next time, guys. Thank you very much, boys.